Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your post-match reaction. Chelsea won, Leicester nil. Look, I see a lot of people in the social media not happy about that performance, very disgruntled. Me personally, look, big 3 points, man. We needed to get the 3 points. All the issues that we have this season, put that aside for just a second. This victory was very much needed. This is why I couldn't care less too much about the Copenhagen win, because for me, look, there's bigger fishes to fry, if I'm being absolutely honest. If we want to make a move for the Champions League for this season, finishing Champions League positions, people are saying that fifth may also get us Champions League position. We need to pick up these victories in the Premier League. Next up, we've got Arsenal, and they look a little bit shaky. They've had a draw against Man United. I need to watch that match. A lot of people saying that maybe Man United deserved a victory. So could we perhaps do something against Arsenal next weekend, which will go a long way? Look, in regards to this game, me personally, as I said, I couldn't spot a point where, or I couldn't spot a period of play where I felt that, we're not good. From minute 0 till minute 90, I said that we deserve a win here. We should get the win here. We must get the win here. I even said that in the preview, that I predicted 2-0 victory. When you look at Leicester, yes, they're no Southampton, but they're still not good enough. And it showed the intensity that we played in, which was really good to see. We kept the intensity for the entire 90 minutes. And then wave after wave of attacks that we threw at Leicester, we really kept them boxed in. Even when they had their counter-attacking chances, they didn't really create anything. It was most of the times due to our unforced errors, either an error from Sanchez coming out and trying to punch a ball and then hitting Tossen's head and almost being an own goal, or just some, maybe comical mistakes in defense. There wasn't a moment where they absolutely opened us up and I thought, oh my God, how did they not score there? There might have been the odd one moment here and there, but overall, we threw a lot of questions at them. We threw a lot of crosses where people were, available on the far post, couldn't finish. And of course, we're going to talk about Cole Palmer and the way he missed his penalty and his stinker. So look, me personally, I'm very satisfied with the 3 points. And let's see what we can do with Arsenal. Some of the key points to talk about in this match. First of all, Marc Cucurella. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, Marc Cucurella, first of all, the winner. He scored the winner, 1-0 victory. An absolute screamer of a shot from him. Marc Cucurella, for me, he's the best left back in the Premier League. I still remember the day when we got Marc Cucurella. He was so close to joining Manchester City for one reason or another. It didn't happen. And I still remember when we finally got him, I was so ecstatic, so ecstatic that this guy, from what I saw at Brighton, I was sure that this is the kind of left back that we need. And it's not just left back. Marc Cucurella is scoring big goals, man. He scored quite a lot of goals. We have to look at the stats sometime down the track, but he scored quite a lot of goals in the Premier League and scored in the Conference League as well, all throughout the Conference League phase. He's everywhere on that left side, ladies and gentlemen. He's everywhere. Sometimes he's in the half spaces. Sometimes he's out wide. Sometimes he's inverting. Sometimes he's playing as a number 10. Sometimes he's playing as a striker. He's absolutely everywhere. Marc Cucurella, wherever he's positioned, wherever he is deployed by the manager, he absolutely hits the nail on the head. He absolutely hits the nail on the head. His performance excellent, impeccable. So much so that I'd go to say that he's probably one of the contenders, if not the main contender for Player of the Season award for Chelsea Football Club. So look, as I said, definitely the best left back in the Premier League. I can't think of another left back that comes any close to Marc Cucurella. And on top of that, I think he's an extremely intelligent player. He's able to play any position on that left side. I mean, hell, it doesn't even matter whether it's left side. I think he can play any position all over the field with the utmost ability. So, look, big up to Marc Cucurella. And, these are some of the very few things that the new ownership, when they first came in, getting someone like Marc Cucurella. And what a story as well. Look, he was moments away from going on loan to Man United last season, start of last season under Pochettino. Luckily enough, right at the end, something clicked and Pochettino started selecting him and inverting him. Then he went on to go to Euros and doing a madness in Euros, helping Spain achieve the Euros. He was the one who provided the assist for the winner. And since then, he's gone, strength to strength. And under Enzo Maresca, he's one of the best players. He's one of the most important players. So big up to Marc Cucurella. Next thing that I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is, of course, Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, look, a lot of people are getting over him. He dropped another stinker. 100%, he dropped another stinker. And on top of that, he missed a penalty. I think it's 12 straight penalties that he scored for Chelsea, and it came on this crucial moment. I wasn't one of those fans that felt that he's never going to miss one. He was always going to miss one. I just felt that not this one, my man. This is the one that you need to score so you can kick back into some level of form. He's in trouble right now. I'm not going to lie. He's definitely in trouble. There's something about him just doesn't look right. His passing doesn't seem to look right. His decision-making up front, he's taking shots, low percentage shots up front where he should be passing. There were some clear passes that he could make, which could lead to a second goal, and he's, declining to make those passes. So his decision-making is a little bit scrambled. Look, multitude of things can happen. He's going through a bad form, of course. He's gone through an extremely amazing last season where he was just killing it. He was the star boy. This season as well, for England, he was doing really well in Euros. Start of last season, before the season started. Well, start of this season, before this season started, he was playing Euros for England, and he did really well for England international team. And this season, overall, in the early stages, he was doing well too. In the last probably couple of months, since our dip in form started to happen, you started to see the dip of, a dip in form of Cole Palmer as well. So, look, my personal opinion, I still believe in this player. I really do, and I understand why the manager believes in this player a lot. The manager came out post-match saying that, look, he's been ill. He's had fever as well. He's had diarrhea, but he rocked up this morning saying, "Gaffer, let me play. I want to help the team, get Champions League football." So that is admirable. But having said all of that, I do think right now, I think it's the right time to probably rest him a little bit. I know next game is Arsenal. How do you rest him? But maybe rest him against Copenhagen. Maybe give him that game off. I know Copenhagen, we 2-1 up. Anything is possible at Stamford Bridge, but I do still think we are far superior than Copenhagen. Regardless of Cole Palmer or not, we should win it. Let's give him a bit of break. But down the track, I think Cole Palmer does need to just come off the bench for a little bit, just to restart factory resettings. Do you know what I mean? Factory settings been restarted. That's what Cole Palmer needs. I think the spotlight is on him. The pressure is on him. He's a kid. We still need to understand he's a kid. He seems to not get too phased about the media being so focused on him, and obviously fan base being so focused on him. But it is affecting him overall. His form is not good. But I'm not going to give up on this player, man. There's no way I'm going to give up on this player. The talent we have all seen, and we have seen it for a prolonged period of time. It's just a matter of, he just needs to shake this off now. He really just needs to shake this off. This isn't a player that is in the ilk of some of the other players that we have. This is a special player. He's just going through a hard time. So hopefully he snaps up. Now, a few of the other bits and pieces to talk about in this match. Look, overall, a lot of the players actually played well. Enzo Fernandez, I thought, he's another one that is playing extremely well week in, week out. Very happy with Enzo Fernandez. Pedro Neto's work rate was sensational. He was running ragged everywhere. Caicedo was a boss once again. I'm glad he didn't pick up a yellow card, so he can feature against Arsenal. Very important. Defense was very strong. I felt Wesley Fofana's return on that right side was sensational. His aggressive defending was sensational. I just hope that, keep the errors away, and then we should be fine. Tosin in the middle was good. Levi Colwell on the left side was very good as well. Sancho got himself that penalty. Overall, Sancho needs to deliver a little bit more. He needs to trigger off that shot. I feel like that is what is lacking at times with Sancho. Sanchez, overall was okay-ish. There was one odd moment where he came out and he tried to punch the ball and it hit Tossen's head, and that could have been an own goal. So look, I want to talk about this Sanchez situation because this is another talking point where a lot of the large part of the fan base was very, very irate about this. Why Sanchez? Why not Jurgensen? What did Jurgensen do? Look, I get that. I get the sentimentality of what did Sanchez do to get back into the team? I get it. But we're not talking about Peter Cech and Courtois competing. We're talking about Sanchez and Jurgensen. I don't really have much hope on either of them. From the bits and pieces that we've already seen of Jurgensen, Jurgensen's mistake-prone too, error-prone too. Now you can say, well, he's a little bit better, tad bit better. And why has he already lost his position? Sanchez has been a disaster. I get all of that, but we're not talking about two top goalkeepers like Mariska saying we have two top goalkeepers. We don't. So for me, it's a net negative anyway. Whether it's Sanchez starting, whether it's Jurgensen starting, it's a net negative. We need a new goalkeeper in the summer. This is why I don't understand the hoo-ha before the match. Oh my God, how did Mariska do this and drop Jurgensen? Even if Jurgensen started, I still would have been a tad bit weary about the fact that, he's also error-prone too. So Jurgensen's biggest issue is in recent times when he's been given the opportunity, he's not taking it with both hands. That's the problem. So that's the other. Reece James, ladies and gentlemen, missed out on this game due to illness. That's the other talking point as well. Not because he's been injured or anything like that. It's just purely that he's been injured. He should hopefully be back for the Arsenal game. And last but not least, now, look, good performance. I've personally felt that it was a good performance. We put Leicester under immense pressure. I know some of you guys may think, no, not good enough, too much sideways. Oh, that's fine. Each to their own. I felt that we actually didn't have a bad game. However, from here on in, the fixtures are mad, ladies and gentlemen. We've had Southampton, we've had Copenhagen, we've had Leicester. So good momentum builder. We've picked up victories. Now we've got Copenhagen again. Hopefully we see them off and move into the quarterfinals, I believe, of Conference League. It's the fixtures after. Arsenal. We've got Liverpool. We've got Newcastle. We've got Man United. We've got Nottingham Forest. We've got Fulham. This is where I need to see what this team is capable of. It's all well and dandy, and I fully expected us to pick up the points that we've been picking up in recent times. It's the ones after. That is going to shape up our entire season, where we finish, how we feel, and whether the club will be serious enough if we do make it into Champions League positions in the summer, serious enough to start building a squad that's actually going to be competing at the highest level. So now the serious questions arise. So next weekend we've got Arsenal. Arsenal look a little bit shaky as well. They've got a lot of injuries and they don't seem to be operating this season the way they want to operate. Can we capitalize? Can we actually, if we get 3 points, which, oh my God, I would love it so much against Arsenal, they'll go a long way, They'll go a long. Look, their title aspirations are done. Liverpool won this weekend. They didn't pick up the victory, especially against Man United as well. Then again, can I really even say that much bad about Man United? Are an enigma. When it comes to lower oppositions, they don't pick up the wins. When it comes into bigger oppositions, I guess this is the game that suits them. I need to watch Man United versus Arsenal before I can actually comment on how they play. But it seems like they do appreciate playing against bigger teams where they don't have to keep the ball. So look, if we can pick up the victory against Arsenal, they'll go a long way. And the team really needs to think about trying to do something at Emirates. But this is where the real test begins. This is where the real test begins. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. And comment below and let me know. Let me know what you thought about the match. Let me know everything that we spoke about in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Until then, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.